Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's September 2nd, 2024, giving you a Wapiti Fire update. The fire has grown up to about 108 acres, 108,000 acres. So we hit the 100K mark yesterday. The winds picked up a little bit more than they had been in the past. They were mostly westerly yesterday, but the big clearing of the smoke was the big factor for the fire picking up steam. Crews found a spot fire that was in the Valley Creek area, up Hanna Creek, in this spot here. They hopped on it real quick with some helicopters cooling it down, and then brought some hotshot crews in to dig a line in, and are now working on mop-up and had secured. I shouldn't say secured it, but they got a line around it and got under control. All right, walking around the fire today. Not much change on the Stanley side. I saw maybe a couple hand lines put in connecting that previous hand line to the road system that leads into Redfish Complex. Looks like they did some work along the road to the campground as well, and still has maybe that bulldozer line putting in. Working around the Horn to Bulk Trout Lake. They continue that hand line up to the north and looked like they did some back burning in that area. Moving down to the south, towards Warm Springs airstrip, they put in a bulldozer line and did some firing operations there as well yesterday, probably in the morning before it picked up. And then looking further down into the Sourdough area, looked like they continued to do some bulldozer work around the southern perimeter and continued hand lines in there. So it looks like it's pretty wrapped up around there, looking good. No evacuations have changed as of this time. However, today's going to be a pretty big weather event. We have a cold front that's moving through later today into the evening hours, and thunderstorms. The southwest winds are going to pick up ahead of that, gusts up to 25 miles per hour. So this is what the fire crews have been preparing for, is this storm system and weather. So you can see, we kind of see some scattered thunder showers pick up, not too much steam with them in the around 2 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but more of the impactful weather is going to be in the evening hours from 10 p.m. or so to 12 to midnight. You can see there's lots of different cells moving their way through, and these are going to have pretty erratic winds with them. Not only they're going to be from the southwest, but when you have thunderstorms building, all this hot, warm air is moving up the column and then gets displaced on either side of the thunderstorm, and those create outflow winds. So gusts could be 30 to 50 mile per hour and can wreak havoc. The night crew is going to have quite the watch today. I would imagine they're going to have just people all around the structures, protecting them and trying to see if there's any spot fires that happen in the afternoon. Not sure if they're going to be really doing any extra work, but mainly just seeing what the fire weather is going to do today and kind of reacting to it would be my guess. Looking around at the rest of the fire, there's not too many. It definitely picked up a lot of activity yesterday. You can see this is yesterday's, then all the heat sources that came up overnight. The fire grew in the most specific areas in the bull trout area. So you can see this is where it was yesterday morning, and this is where it is currently this morning, or as of last night, I should say. So it worked its way across and up Warm Springs drainage on that side. It continues to do some work down here, growing down into, I forget the name of this canyon, I should know it by now. And then over on the eastern side of 21 near Loman, it also started growing in there. So this is yesterday, today. All right, and I think the more impressive growth that saw yesterday was out Goat Creek. You can see this was yesterday morning, and the fire really ran up the creek yesterday, going up to this drainage. That's going to just kind of end here unless it spot fires out this way. Looks like there's enough green and it can keep working its way up to this canyon. And then this is our ridge line here that separates Barren Creek up above, which also burned up higher. It's kind of at this pinch point. I've been waiting for it to make its way over this pinch point into all this green here. Some pretty beautiful lakes there. And then the ridge kind of works its way down this way. So if there's more growth today, there's more westerly winds today. I don't know how the southwest winds are going to really, if it's going to really ramp up and push it this way. It seems like it kind of needs more of a northwest wind. Either way, this is Redfish Canyon here, which, as everyone knows, has plenty of green in it and is a pretty valued area. If you've never been in this drainage, there is lots of beautiful lakes and lots of dead green timber to burn. So that's kind of what I'm keeping my eye on, been keeping my eye on it, as well as, of course, all the communities around Stanley and all the communities around Lowman. They're just going to have to really put up a watch today for the fire.